The second mistake to avoid when it comes to flipping property is not buying a property with poor resale demand. Now, there's a couple of factors here when it comes to poor resale demand. One is the area that you're buying the property in. So, for instance, strong resale demand is important for the area you're buying in because, of course, you want people lining up to buy that property as soon as you finish the refurb. And certain areas can be great. Some areas can be great for a buy-to-let, for example, good rental yields, but some of those areas aren't necessarily always going to be the best to exit to a first-time buyer, for example, as a flip. So it's really crucial to make sure that you've got your area right. And this can often be a street-by-street level. You go a street or two the wrong way and demand can change massively. So it's really crucial that you do your research in advance. Secondly, when it comes to poor resale demand, this can also be the property itself. So the area might be right, but the property you've bought is wrong. So what do I mean by that? Well, my general rule is that I won't buy a property that if after the refurbishment that I've done, it still is left with a problem that could really affect resale. So for example, you buy a property that has a really small, pokey little garden and every other property on the street has a nice garden, nice big garden. Someone might not care. So you might be able to sell and make a decent profit. But is it worth taking that risk when you don't have that universal appeal? You have loads of people wanting that property. The likelihood is, when they look at what else is available, that could be a problem. Or if there's no logical, cost-effective way of putting parking on a property when everyone else has parking, or there's no way of improving this horrible layout the property might have, there's no cost-effective way of doing that, well, I will avoid that. So the property itself is really crucial as well as the area. You need to make sure both of those tick the right boxes so that when you're putting your offer on a property, you're doing that with confidence, knowing that when you've done your refurb and put all this work and money into it, you'll be able to exit quickly and easily.